So good morning students. Today our topic is urinary tract. So this is the sagittal section of male pelvis. So we will discuss today the pelvic part of urinary tract. You know urinary tract consists kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder and urethra. So here only we discuss the pelvic part of urinary tract. You know very well. Ureters we have pelvic part of ureter in the pelvis. So this is ureter. This is the pelvic part of ureter. So ureters basically have two parts: abdominal part which lies in the posterior abdominal wall, and the pelvic part which lies in the pelvic cavity. As it crosses the pelvic brim, so it becomes pelvic part. So it is about 25 centimeter long, and upper half of the ureter lies in the abdominal cavity. Lower half of ureters lies in the pelvic cavity. This is the pelvic part of ureter. Now coming to the urinary bladder. A very important topic today, urinary bladder. Urinary bladder lies in the anterior part of pelvic cavity. It lies in the anterior part of pelvic cavity. As you can see, this is the sagittal section of male pelvis. This structure here is pubis. This is pubis, and behind this we have, this is the sacrum. This is the sacral bone. This is the sacrum and coccyx. So this is the anterior part and this is the posterior part. So in the male pelvis, anterior to posterior, we have urinary bladder. Then we have this structure here. This is rectum. So anteriorly we have urinary bladder and rectum. So this is the urinary bladder. Urinary bladder is the muscular organ. It is the reservoir of urine. It is the muscular reservoir of urine which lies in the anterior part of pelvic cavity, behind the pubic symphysis. Just behind the pubic symphysis. It lies in the anterior part of pelvic cavity, just behind the pubic symphysis. This is the right half of urinary bladder, as you can see here. This is the right half of urinary bladder. So just behind the pubic symphysis. Now in this specimen we will discuss some relations of urinary bladder, and this is male sagittal section. So we will discuss the relation of urinary bladder in situ. So before discussing the relations, we should know some features of external features of urinary bladder. So we will discuss some external features of urinary bladder. The shape, size and the location of urinary bladder, it varies according to the amount of urine it contains. It varies according to the amount of urine it contains. So in empty bladder is tetrahedral in shape, and it has apex, which is not appreciated here, but it has apex, it has base, it has lower the fixed part, neck, lowest fixed part, neck. It has superior surface. It has two infero-lateral surfaces. This is right infero-lateral surface. They are divided by anterior border. Then it has a right border, left border and the posterior border. So these are few external features of empty bladder. Now if it fills with urine, it expands and it extends up to the umbilicus, into the abdominal cavity, or even higher. So the full bladder is ovoid in shape. Full bladder has anterior surface which is formed by two infero-lateral surfaces, and superior surface and base, they will form the posterior surface. Then apex is directed upwards and neck is directed downwards. Coming to the relations of urinary bladder. So this is the male pelvis. It is anteriorly related to the, it is anteriorly, or the apex apex of urinary bladder is connected to the umbilicus through median umbilical ligament, which is the remnant of embryonic urachus. So apex is related to the median umbilical ligament. Now coming to the superior surface. The superior surface of male urinary bladder, it is entirely covered by peritoneum. It is entirely covered by peritoneum, and the peritoneum from the superior surface is reflected to the rectum, and here the fold of peritoneum is called rectovesical pouch. It is called rectovesical pouch, which is not visible here as it has been dissected already. Now the base is related to the seminal vesicles. As you can see here, this is the right seminal vesicles. So we have right and left seminal vesicles, only right is visible here. Medial to the seminal vesicle we have this structure. This is vas deferens. This is vas deferens. So the base of urinary bladder is related to the ampulla of vas deferens. This is the dilated part of vas deferens called ampulla. And now the two vas deferences of right and left side, the area between two vas deferences, there is a triangular area here. This triangular area is separated from the rectum by a fascia called rectovesical fascia. Rectovesical fascia or fascia of Denon-Villiers. So these are the relations of base. Now coming to the neck. So in case of males, neck is related to the prostate gland. So neck of bladder, urinary bladder in case of male is related to the prostate gland. Prostate gland is absent in females. So this neck is pierced by orifice. This neck is pierced by a orifice. It is internal urethral orifice. This is the beginning of urethra. Now this urethra passes through the prostate. And this is called prostatic urethra here. This is called prostatic urethra. These are the relations of neck. Now coming to the relations of inferior inferiolateral surface. This is right inferiolateral surface. Each inferiolateral surface is related to the anteriorly to the pubis. Anteriorly to the pubic bone, we have retropubic fat here in the retropubic space. Inferiorly we have ligaments. We have puboprostatic ligaments. So here we have dissected these ligaments. These are the condensation of pelvic fascia. So the inferiolateral surface is related to the medial and lateral puboprostatic ligaments. In case of female, they are replaced by pubovesical ligaments. Also the inferiolateral surfaces, they are also related to the levator ani muscle and obturator internus muscle. So these were the relations of urinary bladder in males. So this is the sagittal section of female pelvis. We will discuss the relations of urinary bladder in female pelvis. As this is the anterior side, this is pubic symphysis here. We have sacrum, this is the posterior side. So in female pelvis, the anterior most structure in the pelvic cavity is urinary bladder. Then behind this we have uterus, and the posterior most structure is rectum and anal canal. So these are the orientation of structures within the female pelvis. So we have discussed the relations in male pelvis. See, most of the relations are same except few. This is the urinary bladder of in female pelvis. Superior surface, we have base, we have right inferiolateral surface. This is the neck of urinary bladder, and this is the short urethra here. Now here is the internal urethral orifice. So the inferior lateral surface is related to the median lateral pubo-vesical ligaments instead of pubo-prostatic ligaments. So one difference is here. And the base of urinary bladder in case of female pelvis is related to the cervix and vagina. Is related to the cervix and vagina. Also, superior surface, the greater part of superior surface is covered by peritoneum. Except a small part near the posterior border. The peritoneum is reflected from the superior surface to the isthmus of uterus, and form uterovesical pouch. So this pouch here is uterovesical pouch from the superior surface of urinary bladder to the isthmus of uterus. So this is the uterovesical pouch. And the prostate is absent here, so the neck is related to the pelvic fascia only. Neck of urinary bladder in case of females is related to the pelvic fascia only. So this is the internal urethral orifice and urethra.